Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a reading for the Masculine Energy Collective. This could be a feminine masculine or anyone in masculine energy that can be male or female. It's not going to be gender specific, but we're going to do a reading today for the masculine energy collective. Take it how it resonates. If you are a masculine, this reading could be for you. Take it how it resonates. If it's not your reading, don't try to force it to fit. All right. So let's look into the masculine's energy collectively and see what's going on with them. What are the messages for their highest good? What divine guidance do they need at this time to help them through whatever this is they're going through? Let's make it very clear and easy for me to channel for their highest good. All right. Collective energy for the masculine, please and thank you. Let's tap into the masculine's energy, please and thank you. What's going on with the masculine energy? We got Parasite and Masquerade on the shuffle. Both of these cards look the same to me, image-wise. Two different energies, but the same energy at the same time. So some of them could be, I guess, covering up or hiding their feelings or something like that. Trying to cover their feelings or hide their feelings or something like that. Trying to mask their emotions. Some of them could be seeing shadows, dark shadows, like flashbacks or images, like recalling memories from the past, forgetting themselves. All right, so for the masculine energy collectively, male or female is not gender specific, but forgetting oneself is like trying to forget who you are, or forgetting who you are, or not being the person you really are, or allowing someone else to, I don't know, but there's a mask on this person's face as well. It's like they're trying to hide something or cover something up or disguise themselves, or like, I don't know. They look angry. All right, I'll step into the energy and see what's going on with the masculine energy for the collective highest good. The first card out we have is Triumph of Flies. This energy feels heavy already. What's going on with the masculine energy? What's going on with the masculine energy? Okay, they're going through a tower. Excuse me. All right, so we have Queen of my world, alone in the world, envious gluttony, and downcast pride. Wow. Whoa. They're going through a lot. A lot of these masculines are going through a lot right now. Some of them are starting to realize that their life is not going the way they wanted to, or didn't go the way they wanted to, or wanted to. Something between them and somebody else could have been destroyed or something like that, or taken away from them. Something's been taken away from these masculines. It's like they've been emasculated, or I don't know, they're not in the energy they're supposed to be in, is what I'm hearing. So some of these masculines are not acting like masculines. They're acting like bitches, is what I'm hearing, because they are running from their shadows. They're not doing the work. They're not going within. They're just like acting like everything is fine, nothing's wrong. And honestly, everything seems to be wrong right now for some of them. Nothing's going their way. But all of this is going on because it's like the Most High is trying to humble them, to get them out of this lustful ass energy, always chasing after the next best thing instead of just going within and focusing on themselves. They're doing everything but that. So they're not doing their shadow work. They're running from their karma. They're hiding their emotions. They're covering up their pain. They're numbing their feelings. They're not doing well. Some of them could be addicted to certain vices. They're just not being very honest with themselves. It's like it's hard for them to accept the truth. Their truth could be different from like all their truth is going to be different for the truth is, hold on. Now all of a sudden I can't speak and my throat feels like it's trying to close up. There's a lot going on with the masculine energy, right? Some of them are going through the dark night of the soul. Some of them have been emasculated, stripped of their powers. They feel lost in the world. They feel alone and isolated. They don't feel love. They don't feel any kind of emotional connection with anyone right now. They're just kind of like in a dark place, right? So I just want to look at some of this from the book just to get some clarity on the moon phases, and then we'll clarify this with some other energy, all right? So let's see. The first card out was Triumph of Lies. This card represents the stage of the moon waxing, or the moon phase is the waxing Gibson moon. The stage is the bargaining. It's a bargaining stage. Take it how it resonates. This card says, if something hurts me, I change myself so it can stop. Masking their emotions, hiding their feelings, not feeling their pain, or not allowing their pain to, transform them. Like they're just not, I don't know. But they're masking themselves. They're covering up something. They're hiding something. They just want the pain to go away. So this person seems to be going through something right now that's very painful. And instead of them dealing with their emotions about the situation, they're just covering it up and they're just acting like everything is fine. And for them, everything is not fine, okay? It also says that not all that glitters is gold. Emptiness is felt when there is nothing under the dress. So emptiness is felt when there's nothing left under the dress. This energy looks like a very, it's a feminine energy, so this could be a feminine masculine energy, but take it how it resonates, or feminine and masculine energy. But this woman is holding a sword in her hand, which is like the sword of truth. So something's being revealed to these masculines about something that they were either lied about or deceived by. And it's bringing things up to the surface that they need to deal with, right? So it's exposing something for them that they need to deal with. Okay, take it how it resonates. The next card out is card 24, Queen of My World. This card says the moon phase is a full moon. This also says the stage of the moon is bargain. So both of these cards, phases of the moon, represent the same thing. They both say stage of bargaining. The message says, I set limits to my world. Inside I am queen and outside is lost. Oh, wow. I am my world and my world is me and I am royalty. The going dark message for this card says that there's a space out in space. There is my realm and what is my, let me read it again, sorry. There is a space out and a space in is what it says. There is my realm and what is mine, and there are other places. I will not care if my world is made of thorns and ice, and if it is carved by my blood. My world is my world. I rule. I decide his borders, and I am law. I am princess, and I am the blood in the veins of his heart. I am the warrior and the bride. I am alone, and I am the first among many. Be careful of my world, because it is paved of my hopes and my dreams, and you have no power there. I am greater than the stars and more beautiful than the moon. Somebody's dreams have been shattered. Something this masculine was hoping for has been shattered into pieces, and whatever pieces are left, they're all over the place, right? So it's like they're trying to gather themselves or recollect themselves or regain confidence in themselves or something like that, because they've lost something very valuable. Maybe it's their pride, their ego is being shattered, their dreams are being shattered, their life is falling apart. There's a lot going on with these people. And I'm just saying people because I don't know if it's male or female, but it can be whatever, right? Take it how it resonates. Okay. The next card is card number 6. It says Alone in the World. Stage of the moon is acceptance. Okay, this is the third quarter phase of the moon, and it represents acceptance. The message says, in solitude I stand, and in solitude I may shine. So they're in isolation, they're being isolated, they're being separated, they're being put in a place where they can go within and deal with their own personal issues. This card says, I made my home a closet, my heart a chalice for the faintest breeze, and yet I stand alone. Okay. Waiting for something to come back. When we parted ways, we promised to each other that I will wait for you and I will come back. We may have used different words like it's just for a few months, or a sharper pen like I don't need you. But still we are waiting. Mind has lost hope, body has lost memory, but our heart is still incomplete. It is shrined into a blessed feeling of longing and desire and innocence and hope. But it is also emotion or embodied or entombed into a well of solitude and distance. It built walls to stall the passage of time, and the walls kept out everything. Will the prince come, or has the world gone silent while we waited? Waiting in a transition. It has a beginning and it has an end. Waiting is the night, and morning brings the sun of a new day. So, take that how it resonates. It's like some of these masculines are being put in isolation and being forced to go within and look at themselves, right? And stop ignoring all the red flags. There have been many warnings or red flags presented to these masculines to warn them of the dangerous path ahead of them. But a lot of them didn't listen because of their own pride and ego. They just blocked everything out. And it feels like now they're lost in a world where they don't belong, or they feel like they're left behind in the world where they don't belong. And it's because of their gluttonous behavior or their lustful ways or their own desires that they're in this place, right? Take it how it resonates. The next card says, envious and gluttony. The phase of the moon is denial. So we have acceptance here and we have denial here. Some of them are in denial. Some of them don't want to accept the truth. Some of them want to keep believing the lies they created in their own minds, whatever that was. But they have to accept the truth here and stop believing the lies that were told to them or they were led to believe, because it's the lies that led them astray from the path they were supposed to be on. Take it how it resonates. This card says it is better not to feel rather than feel the pain. And I told you somebody here is numbing their feelings so they don't feel the pain. But in order to heal from something, you have to feel the pain of it so you can heal that part of you that needs to be healed. So they're blocking out their emotions so they don't feel the pain of whatever they're going through right now. And the point of all of this is to get them to feel something inside of them to make them want to change who they are, to put them back on the path they're supposed to be on. The sentence says that apathy is the crown king of nothingness and the shining queen of whatever. So this person don't give a fuck. It's like, whatever. I lost a good thing, so what? I don't care. Or my life is falling apart, so what? I don't care. But honestly, they do care. They care a lot, but they're not showing that because they don't want the world to see them that way, as weak or vulnerable or whatever this is. Take it how it resonates. The last card is number 20, and it says downcast to pride. They're being humbled. The phase of the moon in this card is the new moon phase. The stage also represents depression. It says bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. Bending to adapt becomes an excuse for the habit of bending. The root of sadness and grief is deeper than the skin, and the only delusion is the gray sky. So this person could be delusional. They could be so the going dark message says that this represents survival. Survival is a direct consequence of adaptation. What we call adaptation is not the result of a subtle but constantly constructive change of ourselves, but rather a mockery of it. As we strip day by day our dignity in order to avoid conflict with the world that would spread us apart, how can we endure this? Maybe through the power of responsibility or through the hidden core of identity. Sometimes we don't use the best part of us, but rather we draw from the ugliest side of us. And we survive and we bend our knees because we draw out from our laziness, fear, and disgust. We let our deepest roots go dry, replaced by what can only be called a surge of lack of self-esteem. We are deluded when we think that we are only sacrificing our pride. We cling to vanity, but we can't afford dignity. Isn't it sad? Honestly, the true delusion is our faith in fall and winter, while we discard spring and summer as fairy tales. The sky can change color too. As long as we sometimes look up, we can notice it. So, wow. This person is, wow. I don't even know how to describe their feelings right now because there's so many emotions coming up. But they're not allowing their emotions to come to the surface so they can feel their pain. So I'm going to just leave that right there and get some more energy to see what this is. But so far, we're getting the energy that the masculines are going through some type of transformation. Their hopes and dreams are being shattered. The illusion is the veil is being lifted. Like, I don't know. This person is wearing a crown of thorns around their head. They're being uprooted or disconnected from the source of this negative energy. What's the message for the masculine? What's the triumph of... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to start with Kipper, but we'll keep this. Sudden wealth. It's like their luck is running out, or they feel like they're out of time, or time is running out, or they've lost something valuable. I can't even really feel anything with this energy. Like, I can't feel anything in my heart chakra for this person. Like, I know they are sad, and they're lonely, and they're depressed, and they feel empty inside, but there's nothing inside of me that I can connect to that can explain how they feel. It's almost like they're trying to block out their emotions, to cover up their pain, to hide how they feel, pretending to be okay, but they're not, you know? So what is this person trying to hide that they need to reveal? What is this energy that they're hiding? Or why are they hiding this energy? Like, what's the message for this person energy? For the masculine energy? Beauty. I'm hearing trade your beauty for ashes. Meditation. And risk. Let's get one more. This is really sad. I'm trying to keep it together without getting emotional, but this is really sad. We have the moon and the fledging and fragmented. Remember I said they feel like something has been shattered for them. Their dreams, their hope, their life is being destroyed. Nothing's working out for them. They're just ready to give up on everything. They feel like they've already lost everything they ever wanted. Something very special was taken away from this person, something they really wanted. But because of where they are in their life, they were not able to make the connection with this energy. Something wasn't connecting. Something wasn't connected. Something got disconnected. So there was a connection here that was taken away from this person. Their connection to their higher self, their connection to source, spirit, God. They don't have a connection to source, spirit, or God. They're disconnected from their higher selves. So that's why they feel so fragmented and so broken and so disconnected. They're not connected to source, to anything. They're not even connected to themselves. So that's why they can't manifest this sudden wealth energy. That's why they can't have this opportunity, because they haven't made the connection with themselves. I guess they're saying that whoever this energy reading is for, someone here hasn't figured out what the root of the issue is. There's an underlying issue that is the root of the problem, and the problem is deeply rooted within the masculine's energy. In order for them to understand what's going on, they have to go down and go within and figure out what the root cause of this really is. What is causing them to be this way, or what caused them to be this way? What made them turn out to be this way? What happened to them? What was the root cause of whatever this is that created whatever this is for them? So there's something they need to go within and search and find and pull out of themselves the root cause of their pain. There was a root cause that caused the pain that they are feeling, that they're not willing to go and find. Like, they're not trying to deal with it. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. So what is this energy connected to that they're trying to avoid dealing with? What is this connected to? There's something connected to this person's energy that's the root cause of whatever this is they're going through. You hear what I'm saying? It's like somebody put roots on this person to keep them from discovering their true purpose, to stop them from becoming the person they're meant to be, from connecting to their higher self, their divine counterpart, their feminine side, their whatever side. So they're not connected to their feminine side. That's what's missing. So what's missing from this person's energy is they don't have a connection to their feminine energy. They're in their masculine energy, and their masculine energy has complete control over everything they do. So to balance this energy out, they have to connect to their feminine energy, forgive their mother or forgive themselves. I don't know. There's a root cause to whatever this is, and they need to figure out what the root cause of it is. What's the message? What's the message? What's the message? You see where it says right here, healing old wounds? This is what they need to do. They got to figure out where this is coming from, and they got to heal that old wound, because that's what has this person staying rooted or grounded in this energy or stuck in this energy. There's an old wound that needs to be healed within them. What's the message? What's the message? What's the root cause of whatever this is? There's a root cause here. Something's causing this pain, or there's something that's causing this situation. Let's see. What's the message? We have the privileged lady, despair in reverse. We have poverty, journey, and message of concern in reverse. This person, so the root cause of whatever this is, these masculines seem to be going through, has something to do with a feminine energy that they're connected to. They're connected to someone that, I don't know, this is a feminine energy they're connected to. It's a unhealthy connection. There's some type of unstable connection here that's very unstable. They're with someone that's emotionally unstable or emotionally unavailable. So basically for somebody here, I guess as a child, they didn't receive the emotional support they needed. Someone in their family or in their life never showed them how to express their emotions. They never learned something, and something they didn't learn is the reason why they're this way, or something, I don't know. Okay, let's just move on. This may not be all connected, but take it how it resonates. It's like their intuition. I was about to say witch. There's a karmic energy attached to this masculine's energy. A karmic mother figure, karmic lover, karmic spouse. There's something negative connected to this person. They're in union with someone, or there's someone they're connected to that has some type of power over them. They use some type of influence to keep this person from, I guess, believing in themselves. Because at some point, this person was stripped of their power. Someone like took away this masculine's energy, and it forced them into, I can't make this make sense. Somewhere along the way, something happened that caused this person to lose themselves. They lost themselves. They could either have been dealing with someone they were connected to in their life that could have walked away from them, that left them behind or left them for someone else. And because of that situation, they never were able to heal from it or get over it. So it's like ever since that happened to them, and because they never were able to release whatever happened to them, they've carried that with them throughout their journey. So it's like every time they connect with someone and they get close to someone, whatever happened to them a long time ago comes up, and they start to remember what happened to them. And it makes them afraid to make a connection with someone like that again. So it's like, okay, let's just say they had a connection with someone that they had a long-term relationship with. That person could have cheated on this person, right? And they never were able to understand why, right? Whatever the reason was, they never understood it. So because they didn't understand what happened in that relationship, they made a vow to themselves that they would never allow anyone to hurt them again. So they started pretending like they were stronger than what they really were. And their ego kind of took over. And the ego was the thing that drove this person to be the way they are. You see what I'm saying? So whatever happened to them changed this person's life. And it made this person become a person they were not meant to be. Whatever that thing is, they haven't gotten over it. It still haunts them. It still comes up every now and again. It keeps them from making connection with people sometimes, because whenever they get close to people, they feel afraid that they're going to get hurt again. So they kind of pull back or pull away from the people they love. And it's not fair to the people they love or care about, but this is just how they are, right? So they have to learn how to not blame people who didn't hurt them for what the person that hurt them did. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. They got to forgive themselves or someone that hurt them, and stop hurting people that don't hurt them. You know what I mean? They got to learn how to forgive. somebody hurt this person, and this person was like hurt by somebody they cared about. Whoever hurt this person made this person have a different look on life or change this person's life. I don't know. I just know that something happened to them that changed their life. All right, let's get some more energy. What's going on here? I'm trying to get a clear message. Like I said, whoever this is that I'm picking up on, they don't want the truth to come out about something that happened to them, right? It's almost like they want me to keep their secret hidden because they don't want it to be revealed what it is, right? So I'm not able to say that it's this or that because whatever it is, they don't want it to be known. They don't want it to come out, right? So it's almost like, if you see what this is, don't tell them, because if they know what this is, they may not be able to, I don't know. It could be something they did and they're ashamed of, but it's like they don't want the message to get out. They don't want something to get out. I don't know. What is this? What can I say about this message that will help this person get out of the situation? What can I say about it? Yeah, someone here is being triggered. You are or were the real deal. Somebody here could be having a lot of headaches, a lot of bad dreams. Somebody here missed the mark. Distorted masculine. This is somebody who is institutionalized by trauma, indoctrinated at birth, born into a karmic family, raised in chaos. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. These masculines, a lot of them were born into karmic families, right? Like most of us kind of were born into karmic families, meaning your family is not really your family. They're people that you have to, I guess, heal from, things you need to heal from. So each person in your life represents something you need to go through so you can heal from it, right? So you may be around a lot of karmic people, and these karmic people are put on your path to reveal to you the things that you need to heal from. So this masculine was born into a karmic family dynamic, born into chaos, never received the love they deserved as a child by anyone or anything. So at an early age, they chose a path that was self-destructive in a sense, right? A path that led to nowhere, but it was their only way out of a situation they may have felt stuck in. So they turned from the good things in life to the bad things in life, and ever since then, their life hasn't been the same. But at some point along their journey, they ran into someone like you, collective, that triggered them and made them realize that there are good people in the world, that there is people out there that care about other people, and you could have been one of them, right? So when you and this person made the connection, you were like a dream come true for them, right? And with you, they could see their life getting better, right? But because of their unhealed trauma from their past, the connection that was made between the two of you was more or less a trauma bond, because where you were able to show up as your authentic self, this person wasn't, right? So you met the false version of them, the unhealed version of this person at the time. And their unhealed trauma was the reason why you and them couldn't make that connection. Because the goal here was to trigger this person to feel their emotions that they've covered up and hidden for so long, to make them feel the pain they need to feel to heal from what they went through. So you triggered this person into their healing process. You were the real McCoy. You were their dream come true, but their dreams are now being shattered because now you're gone. And without you, they feel empty inside. But all this was necessary or by design to force this person to go within and see what it is they need to work on and heal from it so they can make the connection they need to make to be with you. So this could be like PTSD. Okay. This card talks about the True Blood series where there was this episode where there was this mermaid spirit. She was able to influence people into doing rituals and things and such, and steal their energy. She was a marinade spirit. I forgot her name, but she had a lot of spiritual gifts, but she was a dark witch, right? And she would put people under spells, and she would make them do things they didn't want to do and forget what they done when it was over. She sacrifices humans, and she has orgies, and she orchestrates those type of rituals, and that's how she's able to have power and control. But she was going after Suki because she wanted to sacrifice Suki, or not Suki, she needed a shapeshifter to sacrifice to her god in order to receive more power. But she was in the end, she was killed by them, whatever. But yeah, this is like I don't know. So it feels like whatever this is, collective, this person's going through is connected to whatever connection the two of you had together. It's like you walking away from this masculine energy or pulling back your energy from this person is causing them to go through a tower moment where they're starting to go through the phase of the journey where they're being exposed to everything that they need to be exposed to, meaning God is revealing everything they need to see about themselves, trying to help them realize that they are better than who they really are. You know what I mean? So these feels like nightmares, bad dreams, visions, something like that. But yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Somebody's going to jail. That's not funny. Stop laughing. Somebody's going to jail. Spiritual prison for some of them. Soulmate energy in reverse. I kind of get the feeling that this particular masculine is connected to somebody who has them trapped in some type of prison. This could be a soulmate energy or a karmic soulmate energy. So it's like they're in a union with someone that's a karmic soulmate to them. And this karmic soulmate has this person trapped in a bad dream. Or this feels like a bad dream for this person. It doesn't feel real to them, but it is real. Everything they're going through, it's real. But to them, it doesn't feel real, but it is. Remember, we talked about being delusional. So somebody here could be acting like something's not really happening, but it really is. Divine Feminine at the bottom. This is for you. It says, do not react. This test coming up is not for you. It's for them. And at the bottom we have, I want you back, Divine Masculine. So this person is trying to figure out what they need to do to kind of get you back, collective. If this is a masculine that I'm reading for collective energy, feminine energy, this person is trying to get back to you, come back to you. They want to come back to you because they're tired of going through whatever this is, and they know now that you are the real deal. Whatever they thought was real, they're now realizing it was all illusion. It wasn't real. It was a karmic soulmate to them. And this karmic soulmate has done so much to this person that they have traumatized this person so bad. This person feels so bad for what they did to you, collective, that they don't know how to make things right. So it's like, I don't know if they're giving up hope here or if they're starting to realize it's too late, but they're trying to figure out how to come back to you, collective. And look, someone paid a witch doctor to put roots on them. So somebody paid a witch doctor, a dark high priestess, to put root work on this masculine. And that's how they got stuck in this karmic cycle, this karmic soulmate. This is a nightmare for them. This has been a whole nightmare for this person. Like every day it's something, you know. I feel like this is going to have a happy ending, though, for somebody here. Look, panic attacks. And they're in hell and don't even know it. Yeah, this is some really dark energy. Prayers getting answered. So I'm going to stop here. This is a game changer for someone. So what I'm getting, okay, this is something that needed to happen for this person so that they can go through this awakening process, this dark night of the soul energy. And I feel like they are in the process of healing themselves from whatever this was that triggered this for them. They're removing the negative energy from around them. They're releasing some type of situation that had them bound. They are starting to understand what this is and who you are. And they know now that whatever this is or was for them, that it wasn't what they thought it was. And they're starting to understand that whatever this was a part of their journey. And they're starting to understand that everything that happened for a reason. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they're no longer blaming everyone else for what's going on. They understand that what's going on was necessary for their spiritual growth. And by understanding that and accepting that, they're now getting help to help them move on from a situation. Before this, however, they were bound to the situation because they were in denial. They were not able to accept the truth. But now that they're accepting the truth about something, they're now able to release this energy and move on from it. All right? So whatever this is or was, there's going to be a situation where this person is going to come back to you. For you, this could be an answered prayer or this could be a nightmare. Take it how it resonates. But someone here is coming back to you. And I feel like it's your masculine. They could be leaving a soulmate connection behind. They could be walking away from a third party. They could be... So something's being uprooted. So they want me to look at this card. You see how this person has these roots here? To me, it looks like roots. They're not connected. So whatever was rooted in this person is being uprooted because that's what had them bound to the situation. It was whatever was rooted inside of them. So they're uprooting this person from the situation and removing them from this energy to remove the root work that was put on them. So this could have been someone in their own family that tried to put root work on this person to stop them from receiving their gifts. Somebody here put root work on this person to stop them from receiving their gifts. But what the Most High gives you, nobody can take it away from you. So let's just continue to move on. Anything else? I don't know. Take it how it resonates. Y'all, hold on. All right. I want you back. Okay. So this person wants you back. All right. This could be a game changer for you guys. Or this person feels like they can change the game, or they're ready to change their ways, is what I'm hearing, to be with you. So this person's ready to change their ways so they can be with you. They understand what this is now. And they want it back, basically. So now that they understand what this connection really is, now they want to get it back. I feel like for some of them, it may be too late. But some of them, it may not be. But for some of them, they want this connection back. They want to do whatever it takes to get this connection with you back again. So they're going to do whatever it takes to get back what they had with you, collective. So let's see what they're going to do to try to win you back, okay? So let's see what this person's going to do to try to win you back. Okay. So this person says they want to come back. They want things to go back to how they used to be. They want to fix whatever's broken. And they want to heal this connection with you. So let's see what they're planning to do, collective, when they come back. Let's see what their intentions are for you, collective, when they come back. If this is what they're planning to do. But right now, they're not like saying a whole lot. They're kind of silent right now. They're not speaking a lot right now. They're being quiet. Okay? So let's see what this person is going to do when they come back towards the collective. What are their intentions for the collective? All right. What are their intentions for the collective when they come back? So this person is going through a transformation. They're going through a spiritual transformation. They're being forced to go within and do their shadow work and heal the broken pieces inside of them. All right. That's their message. So with that being said, once they finish this transformation process or go through this transformation process, they're planning to come back to you with a better offer. So let's see what they're coming back to offer you this time, collective. All right, what is this person coming back to offer the collective this time? Your prayers and affirmations and visualization will help bring you guys together. So what is this person planning to do when they come back to the collective? How are they going to change their ways? What are they doing? How is this person coming back to... Oh, wow. I'm asking them, how is this person coming back to you, collective? And what energy are they coming back to you in? We have deception, codependency. We have trust. Release your ex, and this could be the one. Okay. So for some of you, this person's coming back to be honest with you about being deceptive and being deceitful towards you in the past. They're coming back to tell you they've released their ex and that you are the one. They're coming back to regain your trust. They're coming back to prove that they're worthy of your love. They're coming back to tell you everything, right? They're hoping by being honest with you about everything or explaining to you why they did what they did, that you will forgive them and take them back. That's what they're hoping for. So they're calling you back in so you guys can talk about the past and how they deceived you or why they deceived you for someone else or why they allowed someone else to come in between you. They want you to be open to hear what they have to say. They want you to listen and not judge. They want you to understand that what they did was wrong and that what they did, they wish they could take back, right? How you feel towards them, I don't know. But this at the bottom says, it's safe for you to love, passion and worth waiting for, heart-to-heart conversation, retreat and wedding, soulmate and separation. So for some of you, this person's coming back after they complete their healing process with an open heart, hoping that you will be open to giving them another chance. Because they want you to know that back then they didn't know what this was, or back then they were undergoing a lot of things. They didn't know how to tell you the truth. For some of them, they thought that the grass was greener, but in the end, they realized that you are the one. Okay? So their message to you today, collective, is that you are the one, and they're coming back to you, and they hope that you're open to whatever they have to say, because they really want to work things out with you, and they really want to be with you, and they really want to start a family with you, like they said. So they're coming back to propose engagement, wedding. They're making a better offer. They're coming in a more mature way. They're leaving behind the past, and I feel like they want to make you their partner again. All right. So this could be a game changer for some of you. This is something you don't see coming. Spirit is saying, don't ignore the red flags. All right, take that how it resonates. I'll be, help me. Hold on, I'm hearing a song in my head. This is Save the Day by Yachty Bands, called Tough Love. This man is saying that he'll be your nightmare. He says, I feel like you don't deserve to be dealing with all my drama. falling in love was never part of the plan. They're saying, I promise to change my ways, but that doesn't mean that you should wait. So this person's making a vow commitment to you, collective, on this day that they are going to work on themselves and change their ways to be a better person for themselves. But they're also saying, I don't want you to wait for me while I go through this process, because I don't know how long I'm going to be. But when I come back to you, I promise you that this time I'm going to treat you right. But right now, I'm going through my own changes in life. I got to get myself back together again. I do love you with all my heart, but I can't give you everything you deserve, and you don't deserve to wait for me. Like, you don't deserve to be punished this way. So I feel like they want to come in and express their true love for you, but at the same time, release you so you can go on with your life and not keep waiting for them to change their ways, because they don't want you to feel like you got to keep waiting for them to do the work they need to do. They don't want to keep holding you back anymore. They want you to move on with your energy in your life. They're trying to free you from this situation so you can be happy again. All right, take it how it resonates. That was very emotional. All right. But I'm going to continue. Okay. So basically, the message is this person is going through the dark night of the soul. They're being stripped of their power. They're being humbled to, their memory has been completely erased. They have no idea who they truly are. To get this person back into alignment, Spirit has to work on them from the inside out, and that's going to take a lot of time to do the work. They have been traumatized by a karmic family, born and raised in chaos, never connected to their higher self. They have to be reshaped and reformed and rewired or something like that, reprogrammed or something. But they want to come back to you. I feel like they're still codependent on something else right now. And the time right now for you, and it's time for you right now, collective, to continue to move forward, I guess. Change the game and don't let the game change you. Wow, that just took me by surprise. They're trying to do the right thing and show you the respect you deserve and come back with a pure heart. But at the same time, they're deeply wounded. They still have more healing to do. They still have a lot of work to do. They still haven't done all the work they need to do to be where they need to be right now. So for now, it's just, work on yourself. You didn't lose anything or anyone. You found yourself, okay? So Spirit is saying you didn't lose anything or anyone. You found yourself. Anything else regarding this masculine energy for the collective highest good? Someone is being spiritually haunted. Boys will be boys. Somebody here needs to go on a Daniel fast, detox, clean, purify, and replenish your energy. Drink more water, eat more fruit. And this is a channeled song by Atlantic Stars, Send For Me. I don't know if that's the name of the song. Oh, it's called From Your Divine Masculine, Message in a Bottle. So this is your masculine's message to you, collective. Right now, I am going through a lot of things in my life, and I know that you're in a better place without me. And I'd rather see you happy than to see you sad and lonely. So if being happy means you being with someone else right now while I get myself together, I'm just going to have to accept that and do what I can to stay strong. But I know that it's the best thing for you right now to move on with your life and allow me the time that I need to work on myself. And in the end, if it's meant to be, we will come back together. And when we do, everything is going to be right. Until then, my love, I'll see you on the other side. So take that how it resonates. Take that how it resonates. At the bottom of the deck we have, there's no going back, because there's nothing back there. The person you love, collective, they're not there anymore. They're somewhere else right now. And wherever they are right now, they can have no company. You can't come over to see them, and they can't come over to see you. Both of y'all got to stay away from each other right now until they go through this process. Okay, that's what I'm getting. All has been destroyed. This is a tower. All has been destroyed, or everything is being destroyed so they can be rebuilt on a better foundation. Okay, the color yellow means caution. So be warned, you're being cautioned to be careful with this situation. I mean, it is a very delicate situation. No man knows the day or the hour, not even the angels of heaven, but only the Most High Himself. You're being cloaked and protected. Somebody here is being transplanted or uprooted. Remember, I kept saying this person's being uprooted. All that dark energy that was put on them or put inside of them has to be uprooted. They have to have a transplant, heart transplant, or some type of transfusion, transmutation. They went back to someone from their past. This person went back to someone from their past, or the past still haunts them. And you're doing better than you think you are, so give yourself more credit. The change you've been waiting for is coming. So basically, collective, what they're telling you, that you have triggered this masculine into their spiritual awakening. Everything you planted inside them is taking root in them, and everything that's being removed from their energy is being replaced by positive energy to give them the energy need to get through this. But at the same time, they're also being stripped of everything they have. Almost like, they're saying that when you are pregnant with a child and your child is born too early, your child may have to be put on certain machines until they're healthier to be on their own. You see what I'm saying? So this person is in an incubator process of the journey. They're being incubated, or they're in incubation mode. They're being fed the things they need to be fed to help them grow faster, right? So cut the cord for now and just allow yourself time to heal, or let this person heal from the situation and give them space to grow, they're on bed rest or something like that. And one day, the change you've been waiting for will come. But right now, everything is being blocked or cut off or disconnected so that this person can go through their process of healing or work on themselves. And right now, there's nothing you can do that's going to help this person heal faster. They got to heal on their own. So you're being put in a position of power, collective, and you're being given permission to... What are you getting permission for? Hold on. You're being cloaked and protected right now, collective, because in the process of this person going through this energy of awakening, they may try to reach out to you for your help, but it's like you're not supposed to help this person, because remember, it said divine feminine, this is not your test, it's their test. So they're being tested by the Most High to see how close they are to being ready for union. If they're close enough for union, then they may be able to come back to you sooner. But if they're not ready yet, they're going to have to stay in this place a little bit longer until they've completely removed this negative energy from around them. All right? So take that how it resonates. But I'm hearing they're going to be okay. This is this is justice on the shadow side. So let's see what that is. It's like they're going through some kind of karma right now. Receiving some kind of karma right now. Whatever this is they did in the past. Because of what they did in the past. I don't know. Let's see. Y'all take it how it resonates. So justice on the shadow side. It says, do not ever think that you can sneak around justice. You may get away with it for a time, but eventually the truth will come out. It is far better to face it on your own free will than to wait and let justice choose her time to cast the verdict. The situation is fragile and fraught with danger. You see what I'm saying? It's not safe for you right now to be with this person. This person ain't emotionally stable. They're losing their shit. Their shit falling apart. They're going through a lot of things. And right now they could be a danger to you and to themselves. So you're being protected from this energy because right now they could be a danger to you or themselves. All right. And there's nothing you can do right now to help this person at this time. So you need to protect your energy from your masculine. If they reach out to you, don't let them back in because they're not ready. They're not. Okay. So that's a warning for you as well. All right. Take it how it resonates. It says the scales of justice have been thrown down and broken, and the sword of truth is trapped and overgrown. And without truth and justice, this person is free to devour whom she wants, regardless of their guilt or innocence. So basically, whoever this masculine is connected to has them bound in a fucking chokehold. The spirit, the deity, the energy that they are bound to has them choked in a bound or in a connection that they're bound to right now. So in order to separate this masculine from this energy or this deity from this masculine energy, there has to be some type of pulling away to get this energy away from this masculine in order for this to work. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they're still in the same space where they're still connected to this negative energy. And in order for them to be able to free themselves from this energy, they have to get away from this energy first. So Spirit is having a hard time getting this person to pull back their energy from this energy source. They're so deeply rooted with this energy, it's hard for them to break the spell that has been put on this masculine. You see what I'm saying? The root work is so strongly rooted in this person's subconscious mind that they're having a hard time removing the spell work off this person's energy. I don't even know what the fuck that is. So this is some kind of heavy spell work that has been put on this masculine, and it's hard to break the spell that's been put on this person's energy. This got something to do with this third party. Everything you ever wanted is coming. Stay in prayer and keep the faith and expect miracles. This is something deeply rooted. Deadly grounds. This is like some graveyard magic. Whatever this spell work that this person has on them is very strong. It's binding spell that's on this masculine. It's deeply rooted, whatever it is. It has to be completely uprooted. All right. This card says the enemy is coming. The enemy is coming. This tree doesn't bear any fruit. Nothing good will come out of the situation for this person if they don't give up. If this masculine doesn't stop fighting the changes that they need to go through and allow spirit to help them get out of this negative energy is going to consume this masculine completely, and they're never going to be able to escape it. So it's like they have to fight these demons and stop running from their karma and face the fact that they have to go through this shadow work and do the work they need to do to get out of this energy. I don't know. But don't dim your light in the darkness, chosen ones. Your DNA is being activated. You must stay on the love frequency and keep your heads covered and stay grounded and protect your energy and your portals and your vessel. Someone here is being checked and their ego is being abused. So keep your ego in check as well, collective, and try to relate to this person on the soul level. Okay? I don't know. The enemy is coming. Blood rituals and sacrifices. So I'm going to have to do another reading. I can't get everything out. So going back to this masculine. Someone's going to lose their divinity trying to attack a divine being. This is a spiritual attack, and someone's trying to reverse a spell work, but it's too late. I can't make this shit make no sense. What I'm getting is chaos magic. And it's a very high level of chaos magic that's being done on somebody here. Whoever put the spell, binding spell over this masculine had help from other people, right? It's almost like a group of people are involved in doing this ritual on the masculines. They've put binding work on these masculine and they bind them to these rituals and they have them doing things that they bind themselves to unknowingly. So the spell work has to be reversed. It has to be removed. It has to be destroyed. Everything has to start back over again. So these masculines have to undergo a spiritual transformation, an ego death. For some of them, this is going to include losing everything they created with other people. Their whole life is going to be stripped away. The power is going to be taken from them because they abused their power. They destroyed their divine feminine energy. They did a lot of bad things, right? So there's a lot going on here, and this is getting heavier for me because I feel like some of these masculines won't survive because whatever this is they did to their divine counterpart, like it said, they attacked the divine being here, and because of the spiritual attacks, they're going to lose their divinity and be destroyed. So the enemy is not coming for you, collective. The enemy is coming for them because they promised the enemy that they could deliver the divine feminine, but divine feminine is too strong to be destroyed by a masculine that's weak. And the enemy is coming for them to collect their souls because they made a deal with the devil, not you. They sold their soul to the devil, not you. I don't know, but the enemy is coming, and now they're scared. These nightmares, these bad dreams, they're not dreams, they're real. They've already seen what's going to happen to them. They know what's coming for them, and they know that this is their karma. Everything is about to change. A storm is coming. This illusion that they created for themselves, their addictions, their obsession, the sacrifice, they trapped themselves. They bound themselves to this energy, and now they're trapped. This is something that they got to go through. Hold on. Trying to get situated. I don't know, y'all. Take it how it resonates. This is too deep for me to go through everything that I'm getting, but they're being forced into isolation. They're going to jail, like it said, spiritual prison. Look, the Empress on the shadow side, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Cups on the shadow side. The Empress on the shadow side is a feminine energy. It says the abundance that the Empress gives so generously is still indicated on this side of the card, but is tempted with the message to also think toward the future, to take a step back and take a look at the bigger picture as well as the present moment. If you want your happiness to last, take it seriously. Show gratitude. The door is open if you want to go through it. So this person got to go through something first to get back to this Empress energy. I don't know. This feels like you turned your back on this person, collective, and you had to, because whatever this is, this person has gotten themselves involved in. Like it said, they were born into a chaotic family. They could have been doing blood rituals, making sacrifices, animal sacrifices, doing ungodly things. They thought that they could like control the narrative or create some type of false illusion for you to fall victim to, or to trap you in this illusion. But the spell work didn't work on you the way they thought that it would, and they lost power because they thought that they had more control that they didn't. And it's like whoever this is that they're working with thought this person had more power than they did, and they didn't have any power without you. You know what I'm saying? You were the connection that gave them power. When you took away your power from this person, they didn't have any power on their own. So the power was coming through you, and that's how they were able to use your energy to sacrifice you in some type of way. But they're going to prison. This is going to be a separate reading for someone here. This is not about what I just said. Archangel Michael. Ace of Swords again. The Hermit. They're saying somebody here lost their way in judgment. Yeah, so this is somebody under judgment for sacrificing their divine counterpart, trying to obtain some type of clout or recognition, or to get some type of clout or recognition. The death card is here. Somebody has to go to hyper. Yo, this is crazy. This is a lot of major arcanas. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Somebody sacrificed true love for money and success. They made a deal with the devil. They thought that they can get more out of this than they could, and then they realized it was like a death wish that they had or something. So death is coming to collect. Someone owes death money. Somebody is indebted to death, or fated to die or suffer for trying to spiritually attack a high priestess or an empress or a divine being, for using spell work on a divine being, trying to steal your abundance, trying to block your blessings, trying to stop you from receiving your abundance here, trying to sacrifice you. So for some of you, these masculines tried to sacrifice you, and the punishment for that is death. If this masculine tried to sacrifice you and steal your abundance, the punishment is death. They will be sacrificed, and you're still going to receive your abundance. Yeah, don't judge me. All right. So this is the caution, divine feminine. This is your person, it feels like, but they are under demonic possession, or they're being possessed or used by a demonic spirit, or they're under demonic influence. Eight of Swords. They're being influenced by a demonic spirit, or they were influenced by a demonic spirit. Your new person's going to match your energy, collective. This is an alien versus predator, a spiritual battle. Basically, this masculine gave into temptation, and it wasn't hard to tempt this person away from you, collective. All it took was a little promise of something better, and that's all they needed to turn their back on you. So whoever this was that you were connected to was influenced by another energy to turn their back on you, collective, because somebody promised them that they would have more opportunities or more success with them instead of you. And your person believed whatever they were told by this third party, and whoever told them this information only lied to them to get what they wanted. And now this person has no power, no control, no money, no resources, no nothing. And that's why they feel so empty inside, because they betrayed you for something they thought was real that turned out to be fake. And whoever this was that made them feel that way lied to them to get what they wanted. And what they wanted was your energy. And your person gave it to them without even knowing, for some of them. But for some of them, they knew exactly what they were doing. They did it with the intentions to do it. For those who did it with the intentions to do it, to harm you, their punishment is death. The World card at the bottom, the Devil and the King of Cups. So yeah, somebody is going to jail. Somebody is going to lose their life for whatever this is they did. And whoever did this to this masculine is going to lose their life for deceiving this masculine to believing that their divine counterpart was their enemy, when the real enemy was right in front of them the whole time. So it's almost like somebody convinced this masculine that you were their enemy. And because your masculine has power, gifts, and such, they used their powers against you because they believed that you were their enemy. The whole time you were their person. But instead of them knowing who you were in the beginning, thinking you were someone else, they thought you were their enemy. And now they're realizing that you were never the enemy. It was always the person that they were with that was the enemy. And now they feel bad for what they did, because now they feel like they did all this stuff to you, and it wasn't that they meant to hurt you, but it was that they were forced into hurting you because somebody made them think you were hurting them. This is their rebirth chance. This is their chance to rewrite the story with you, though, for some of them, to rewrite their wrongs with you, to do the right thing. If they do the right thing and make things right, then for some of you, there is a chance that y'all be together again. But, you know, take it how it resonates. All right, that's the message. Love and light to y'all. Namaste.